Woo!
That's it.
On the Hot Rod Show today, we go and check out more SEMA action in Las Vegas. We go to the rockabilly event down there in Christchurch, and we get a few tips on mother's car care from Peter. Woohoo, I'm Doug Bell, and this here's the Hot Rod Show. Here we are once again in Palmas North for part 2 of Big Boys Toys and all the stuff that's there, man. Now here we are at SEMA, and this is just giving you some more understanding of the actual size of this event. It's like about 50 football fields, I tell you. This, once again, this is just a part of one of the halls. And it's setup time. Here we are at the mother's stand outside, and this is like, check this out, man. I just could not get over this car. Everything has been detailed on this thing. No wonder it's on the mother's stand, outside that is. This thing is just amazing, isn't it? And the colours, see, the colours. You got to see this one to actually believe how amazing it is. There's one of the mother's judges in the background there. That's all Swiss Track Exploring, by the way. Look at this thing inside. Look at the what's that, the coffee cup holder? Yeah, just check this out. Look at the fillip of this thing. You know, this guy had gone into so much detail and such amazing colour coordination. See that dude there? He's from Aussie. Look at this thing. This was amazing. This is just giving you an idea of some of the stands that were there at SEMA. We've all heard of Heights. Well, this is some of their stuff. Look at the detail. Isn't this immaculate? Of course, it hasn't been driven on the road. Anyone getting any ideas from this? This stuff's pretty amazing. Look at this. This was a big theme there this year in honour, you know, of all the servicemen. Yeah, interesting. It's a lovely fairlane. The carpet that these people go through, I don't know, it's just absolutely incredible. They just roll it out, cut it up, chuck it away. This is one sweet Nomad too. Rocket covers are a bit of a giveaway as to the engine, aren't they? Yes, that's my son Daniel lurking in the corner there. Look at the inside of this thing. A very interesting colour combination. Like I've never seen it used before, but you know, it just does something interesting, doesn't it? No show would be a show without an Indian. Woo! That's something sort of like the Flintstones car, isn't it? Maybe this would be a Flintstones drag car. Just couldn't get over it. Now here we are, back at Big Boys Toys down there in Palmy, and we're just showing some of the stuff, man. It was quite an amazing event. There was so much of everything crammed into a moderate amount of space. 3 of these halls like this size, and I think it really went well. This is a bit of a quiet time, as you can see, but the place was filling up from time to time. Now this was the amazing stuff. These guys on these bicycles, not for me. Look at that, look at that. Well, some people find it very easy to do, but not me. This girl there, she is a New Zealand champion, by the way. got to be easier ways of getting around town than this, I guess. But Dean and the boys, they really organised a lot of very interesting things to watch. And the crowd just loved the stuff. It's a long way up to the top when you get to the bottom. The guys are crazy. Crazy! Crazy! Not crazy. Crazy! Here we are at the Rockabilly down in Christchurch, and just starting to show you a few of the amazing cars that were on there. These Volkswagens, they just look incredible. And this is old Tubby Allen. Hey Tubby, g'day to you out there, mate. But a sweet S410, this had a 289 in it. I'll show you it rolling along a little later, but man, I used to have one of these things when I left school. It only had a 10 horsepower engine in it. It's probably all I could handle. There's the ever lovely Chantel. More V-dubs. And kiddie rides. This was quite an awesome event. Like, this is Christchurch, man. This is a Friday early evening, and it's warm, and it's Christchurch, and it's flat, and it's just an incredible place to be. There's another bug. I'll just let you know how many cubes are there. All sorts of everything. They're just lovely Volkswagens. Now this Mustang here, well, he was upset that he hadn't yet had his car on the show, so we put on. Now look at this, isn't that the Trinity? A Roadster, a Tudor, and a pickup, man. This, oh gosh, they just look just so beautiful all parked there beside each other. Wow. The Roadster, now that was pretty trick. Yep. Tudors are Tudors are Tudors, and this is the pickup. I guess coops are for chickens, that's why there wasn't one there. There's that Mustang again. Yeah, it's pretty, here they go, all cruising off. They're heading down to New Brighton Beach, down to the golf club. They're on a cruise. Oh, Robbie, Carl and Matt and the gang, they really have an amazing event with their Rockabilly down there. That is just, you got to go to it. That is really an awesome time.
Hey, what's happening?
How you doing, man?
Good.
Hey,
How are you?
Thanks for turning up at SEMA this year.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for coming.
Wouldn't be SEMA without you.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, Pacer Products.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about Pacer Products, man, because like, you know, all the stuff that you guys carry.
Yeah.
And
Well-
what you do.
Yeah, well, Duraley and Pacer, so
Yeah.
I don't know which brand you want to cover first.
Oh, whichever you lead the way, and I'll tag along.
Yeah. Pacer Products, we cover all truck accessories. So we have cab lights, we have tailgate lights.
So by truck accessories, you mean like for like F-150s and
Yeah,
Rams and all that
right.
sort of stuff?
Yeah, all the good truck
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
But we specialize in fender flares, rubber fender flares,
Okay.
and that's one of our big markets for
Wow.
cooling. Yeah, and then on our Duraley line, which is a cooling products line, we're a very performance-driven cooling products line.
Yeah.
High quality, best products on the market.
Yeah. And so like, you know, what, you know, like the how good do they cool? You know, because like we're talking to Ziggy,
Yeah.
he's been telling me about his car and how well the fans, you know, keep his car cool that he built. Once,
Right,
you know?
right, yeah, that's what he was
Yeah.
saying. I mean, and everybody's asking him, hey, how come it cools so well?
Yeah.
Well, I bought a good fan, right?
Yeah, is that, and that's the secret of the story, the good fan.
The secret is, there's a lot of fans on the market today, but one of the big secrets is using quality products, right? Bigger motors, higher amp draw, and higher CFM. You want something that's proven. You don't want, a lot of stuff comes in imported and it's just cheap.
Yeah.
Well, we put the quality into it.
Cheap ain't good.
Yeah, heavy. You'll feel a fan. It's a lot heavier than a lot of the other stuff.
Yeah.
So, but the quality in the motor is really where it's at, and like I said, the design in the blades.
Wow, man, that's pretty cool. Now, so like Durrell, do they just make fans? Is that it?
No. We make a full line of cooling
really?
products. Yep, everything from oil coolers, trans coolers, power steering, everything, differential and fuel. Yeah.
Coolers,
Yeah. We do filtration. No swamp coolers.
No swamp coolers, yeah.
But so we make a full line of cooling products, and again, we try to put quality in every single product that we make. We make in the USA. I'm third generation in the business.
Well,
yeah, thank
that
you.
Is so good.
Yeah. So we've been a charter member of SEMA since day one, and my grandfather, my father, now I,
you.
and it's really, like I said, exciting because I've been coming here since I was a kid,
Yeah. Everyone knows you.
Yeah, well, I don't know about that,
Boy, grow up. Yeah.
but it's just one of the things that's, it's I love the industry, and we love our brand, and we put our heart and soul in it.
Ziggy, come in here. Hey,
Hey.
Ziggy again. Now Ziggy, now you've been using Durrell products for quite some time.
Yeah, I've probably, the last 20 years, and I've always respected what they were about. In the early days in Australia, it was actually difficult to get the product.
Really?
But the Warhorse project that we did, and we took it to the Summer Nats a couple of years ago.
Tell people a little bit about that.
Well, it was 43 degrees Celsius for 4 days solid. It was just a sweat box. And everyone was overheating, and good old Warhorse with my Durrell twin thermos.
I guess the name really went with it.
Really, yeah. We just kept on doing laps and didn't even dream
amazing?
about getting hot.
Yeah. It's because so many people you see out there having fun just blistering the tyres, Next thing there's just steam. It's almost like Rotorua.
Yeah.
But no smell.
Thank God.
Yeah. So tell us something about your truck products, because we've got a lot of pickups down there in New Zealand.
Yeah. So, like I said, the rubber flares are really great because they extend the fender wells, cover those wide tires that sometimes are illegal. So, I'm sure that's an issue. But they're just rubber, so they're flexible. So if you run up against a tree or something, it's going to flex and come back versus a plastic or one that might crack or break. Yeah.
And so, whereabouts are you based here in this amazing country?
Yeah, Los Angeles. We're in Los Angeles,
Just down the road.
We're literally almost downtown. We're just on the east side of LA.
Oh, really? Yeah.
And we've got a facility, 5 acres, 100,000 square foot facility my grandfather built, and everything's...
And that's where you do all your manufacturing?
Yeah, so we manufacture right there. So
that's
it's
fantastic.
Yeah, it's kind of neat.
Onshore.
Yeah,
it's
absolutely.
American made,
Yep.
Yeah.
We have our own foundry. We have laser cutters, press brakes, punch presses.
Yeah.
So like even your rigid blade fans, your flex fans, we make all that stuff in-house. Excited.
Tell us a little bit about the Cyclone here.
Yeah, so for our 60th anniversary, I wanted to build a car for our 60th anniversary that was our car, right? And a car that could show off our products. So, we were kind of looking at cars, and one of my buddies that we've had he's a builder, and had a lot of his cars in the booth. He was saying, hey, I've got this original California Mercury Cyclone GT, 1966. And he says, maybe you could build it. What do you want? But I go, I don't know what I want to do with it. What would you do with a Cyclone? And so I started looking online, and I found that they raced them in stock car, NASCAR, back in the 66 and 67 seasons. And Bud Moore built a lot of these cars. So I was like, wait a second, that looks cool. That is bitchin',
It's an eye catcher.
It's an eye catcher. So I wanted something also, we build a lot of cars, a Camaro or a Mustang or something, and it's hard to put logos all over for people that help you, sponsors and things like that. So I wanted a car that really showed off the sponsors that, because I'm a sponsor to a lot of people, right? And it's great. And it's great to be able to get something back, right? You want to give back when you get, right? So I wanted to build this car that, we could put the logos on and show off the product, right? And so we came up with this stock car look, and with a lot of modern technology.
427 cubic inch engine in it.
Right.
That's not just look.
No. And we wanted to perform, of course. So, everything from, they came with leaf springs. They raced them with leaf springs and struts in the front. But we wanted to put 3-link in the back with a 9-inch Curry, TCI suspension, so it's all coil overed all the way around. And then, like I said, a 427 cubic inch small block. Even though these came with FE motors, but we wanted to go small block.
How long did it take you to build?
That was about 2 years.
Okay.
Yeah, we bought the car and it sat for a while. We just assembled it, trying to figure out all the steps. But from start to finish, it went a little bit into paint hell. It got caught up in the paint shop for too long. But, once we got it back, it's amazing, how quickly we could put it together,
Beautiful.
Thank you.
Beautiful.
Yeah, thank you.
So much depth,
Yeah, and the color scheme really is, if you look at the old 66, 67 Cyclones and Fairlinks, that's the color scheme. Not the colors, but the scheme, the paint scheme, is the way they painted them.
Yeah.
But pulling the Wimbledon white, which is original Ford color on the side, and then we went with that metallic gold on the top. And, when you're playing with colors, as you know, it's tough, but this one just pops, and, you'll see it, and it's just... It really, under the lights, it really just looks beautiful.
The whole package, you nailed it.
Oh,
like,
thank you.
it looks
Thank
so
you.
nice, and I can't wait to see it on the track. They're going to look so awesome.
Yeah, it's going to look good.
When is track day?
Well, we'll get it back, and we'll start, like I said, dialing it in, but, as soon as possible, really. Like I said, I can't wait to get behind the wheel. Yeah.
Would you like to add anything, Zixter? Tom, thank you so much
Yeah,
for your time.
definitely.
Shake your hand once again. and
Yep,
happy birthday.
appreciate it. Thank you.
No problem, man. Hey, Ziggy.
Happy birthday.
Hey, well, here we are at the Chopper Show with Dave. How you doing, Dave?
Yeah, awesome.
Dave, cool bloke, man.
Oh, cheers.
And jockey shift too,
Well, it's the only way to have them, mate.
When you look in there, you're going to see another bloke with a jockey shift that'll turn your hair, man.
Yeah, that's
So, tell us about this.
Well, I actually lived in Australia back in '95, and I brought it in New Zealand here.
Yeah.
A guy from the States brought it over. I heard about it and brought it. Came over here, lasted a week, and went under a truck on it. Nearly killed myself. Nearly rode it off.
Yeah.
I rebuilt it.
Crazy, dude.
Rebuilt it and sold it. And the guy I brought it off the guy I sold it to 20 years later.
Yeah. And
So I've got it back
and
again.
now you got it back again.
Yeah, and I've just totally, it's a 79 Super Glide,
Yeah.
but not no more.
What a
So,
story.
Yeah, so.
But isn't it an amazing story? It's sort of like gone around the globe and back.
Oh,
to you.
yeah. No, it took me 4 years to buy it
Yeah.
off the guy that I brought it off now in bits, and I figured out it was my old bike, so I wanted it.
Yeah.
So
You got to have it, eh?
Yeah.
Man, I've got to my old choppers out there somewhere. I'd love to find
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Oh, man, you'd never sell them.
Nah, I'm actually a panhead man. I had a 54 pan in Aussie,
Yeah.
but I sold it.
Well, they got panhead beer here, so you've come to the right place.
Awesome, yeah. I know.
Yeah.
As soon as I saw the old panhead beer, I had to buy
Yeah,
it.
you
for
had to come, eh?
Yeah.
So are you from Invercargill, are you?
Ah, yeah. No, I'm from South Auckland, Pukekohe. Yep.
Yeah.
Pukekohe
that's
boy.
good.
Yeah. No, looking forward to it
Look,
actually.
okay, well,
Like-minded people.
Anyone you'd like to say g'day to?
Oh, just
Or
hey,
blow a raspberry to?
nah, just hey, to the organisers, awesome. I like seeing bikes like
Yeah.
this. So yeah, good stuff.
Look at Chopper Show, man.
Yeah.
Like, there's just fleets of them.
Yeah,
here.
it's good to see.
It is, eh? It's
Yeah.
healthy, man.
Yeah.
I'm blooming excited, eh?
No, I've been looking forward
Yeah.
to this for a while now. So.
Hey, cool. Hey,
Yeah.
thanks for your time,
Ah,
man.
thank you.
Well, that's what happened, you see. They went to bed last night. They woke up this morning with a new baby boy, a bouncing baby boy. I'm the baby. Woohoo! Goo goo gaga. Hey, Dad.
Hey,
yeah.
how are you?
I've been so rough on him in the few minutes that he's known me that all his hair's fallen out. But we'll go over here to Belinda. And this is Belinda. She's down here. She's my new mum. And anyway, she makes good coffee. They use coffee bags, not UT bags. But anyway, the Hacienda Motor Lodge. I tell you what, this place is amazing. Like you check in here and you don't want to check out. It's sort of like Roach Motel. But, not that they have roaches.
Hacienda Motor Lodge. Check us out. Hacienda Motor Lodge Facebook page, yeah? We've got a whole lot of cars on there. My wife's father-in-law, 351 GT, loves it. Oh, yeah. Check it out. Hacienda Motor Lodge. You come here, we'll look after you. This is where it's at. Walking distance, we've got cafes, we've got the best restaurants in Palmerston North, we've got beautiful scenery, and everything is 5 minutes away. Yeah.
Tell you what, there's old Marcus Carcass here. He's a hot rodder from when he was young. He was telling me that he had an MR2 Toyota, was his first car. And there's nothing wrong with that because they're cool looking cars. But he stuck a bigger pulley on the supercharger. So you hot rodded it, dude.
Oh, yeah.
Come closer. People can only see your left ear.
Yeah, a bit embarrassed by that, really.
Don't
but
be
back in the
embarrassed.
day, that
All
was my
cars are
first.
cool cars.
That was my first car. The pulley wheel, we took it, from about 2.5 pound boost to like a 5 pound boost.
Yeah, but that's
that
called
was
hot
all,
rodding.
yeah.
That's
but,
hot rodding.
and in the end, it overheated going around Manfield, and that was it. So yeah.
Did you know him then?
No.
How long have you known him?
Oh, we've been, 18 years, yeah.
Wow, keep it up, dude.
Oh, yep,
18,
thanks very
18.
much.
Yeah.
I just want to put a shout out to my mate in Wellington who's doing a restoration at the moment on Lancia. So yeah, looking for a
Lancias are cool.
Yeah, you can't find parts for it though. So anyone out there can get parts to us. Just drop us an email to hacienda, stay@hacienda.co.nz, and we're trying to find parts for Lancia Delta. Yeah, so
Yeah,
see what you
cool.
can do.
Anyone else want to have a shout out to?
Yeah, to my daughter Farah. You know. Yeah, she's going to watch this over and over again. She's a Facebook nut. Cat's Rule 924. I think that's what her link is.
Cat's
so,
Rule
yeah.
924.
Yeah, Cat's Rule 924.
Wow,
so,
she's going to have 4 extra friends
Yeah,
now.
yeah. So plenty of likes. We're looking for likes. We've got about 66 likes on our
Have
Facebook
you?
page at the moment, so we really enjoy a bit of traffic.
Drive by and like it. Woohoo! Well, here we are. This is Mount Rupihu, hey-ho, behind me, and we're travelling back from Big Boys Toys and Palmy. Woohoo!
Here's old Jonesy, Cupcake as we call him, waving to everybody. He thinks he's the star. Actually, the car is the star. We just thought we'd take the wrapping off and let people see what sort of amazing car we're coming behind. That was the mountain, by the way. Now here we are back at SEMA again, and you know, there's just roadsters and roadsters and roadsters. And every now and again, one of them just looks beautiful like this one. It's hard to see a bad roadster, but some are just way better than others. This thing, like, gosh. Here's your video, dude. Check out the skins on those wheels, man. Now look at this. This was pretty cool. So was the boat behind it. Lots of turbos this year. Turbos are looking good. What a big turbos sort of remind you of when you look at them like that? I'm not sure. This thing sat nice and low. Look at that. There's a few Chevy pickups around this country that would certainly look like that with not much more to do on them. Now it's got a boat. This one was just absolutely serious. God. Don't you love it? And there's always something weird that sort of turns up. And this thing was pretty weird. Yeah. Look at it. It functions. They drove it in here. And drove it out too. Run what you brung. Is that like short wheelbase? Look at this. Justin Ferris, eat your heart out, man. Oh, speaking of Justin, we've got more cars that you're going to like coming up soon too. There's just so many lowriders there. Look at this Mustang. Yep. Now look at this. Here you go, Justin. Here's another one for you. And all you other Canales boys out there, don't you love it? This is when there's no one around at night and we're allowed to be in there all through the night. Oh, so good. One immaculately detailed chopper. The engraving on this thing, just like El Rey, you know? Well, you know, the El Rey Impala that was on a couple of weeks ago. Look at this thing. Bad Harley. You wouldn't want to have Woody Woodpecker around when you own one of these things. This is a pretty amazement. Now look, this is a Mercedes. Check it out. An old Mercedes, and it actually looked like it belonged there. You know, lowered and well, this thing was just pretty cool.
I was just saying, Mr. Douglas, feel that. You do it. Well, you can do it. Feel that.
I feel that.
Oh, lovely. Yeah, now you know. So this has the synthetic wax protection, no protection.
You can feel resistance there with your finger.
Yeah.
And there's no resistance there with your finger.
That's the difference.
What does it mean when there's no resistance for the finger?
So I put my 3 blobs on. The trick is massage it in so it doesn't splatter. Turn it on and then do hardly the hard work. We go over decals and everything. Nice thin coating. Applies it nice.
Can I rub it yet?
No! Don't touch it. Secret is to let it dry thoroughly.
What's the secret, Peter?
Let it dry thoroughly.
I'm worried that he wants to rub it.
Well, we go back to Port Road for a bit more fun, because those guys down at Tam County, they just know how to do it. Look at this. These are the little hot rodders, man. The little hot rod show. Aren't they amazing? You gotta support these. Anyway, we'll see you again next week. We couldn't do this without our amazing sponsors, so please support them. Big Boys Toys, Mothers, there's no shine like a mother's. Protector Insurance, believe me, with drivers like me on the road, you need these guys. Swiss Tracks Flooring, it's quite possibly the best flooring in the world. Kiwi Span New Zealand, check out their website. They have a shed for everything and everyone. Online Logistics, the switched on dudes who can not only ship your vehicles but also source them. Give them a call tomorrow. Then there's CRC. They have the stuff that makes things work again. Smartway Security. Call Roger if you need to keep an eye on things when you're not there. Then there's Casper Transmissions. These guys really do give a shift. New World Browns Bay, if you're local or just passing through, stop and shop. Gary, the owner, just loves classics and hot rods. And then there's Ting Tools. They're last because we use their torque wrench at the very end to tighten everything up so it can go on TV. Keep in contact with us via Facebook. And remember, you can buy our fabulous SEMA DVD from Las Vegas. It's amazing value at only $25 or $45 with a Hot Rod Show t-shirt, and that includes shipping. Email me, doug@thehotrodshow.com. So, until next time, keep the dirty side down and the shiny side up.